I'm getting, I know my rights. I know my rights. That's what I'm getting. And I'm following the rhythm here. Collective, okay? I know my rights. Perhaps there's so many things being proven right. A lot of us in the collective. There's a lot being proven. Maybe things that should have been proven correct a long time ago. I know my rights, and these rights should have been proven correctly a long time ago. It should have been proven correctly a long time ago. This is the reason why one has been silent. And I feel like that silence was a choice. It was by choice. It's like somebody is going, I'm gonna keep it to myself for a while, and I'm gonna keep it silent for a while. This is by choice. This is out of my own decision making. If I want to keep myself silent and not saying anything, not sharing anything, not going to somebody and oversharing something, I'm going to make a decision to keep silent because I have that rights. 222 when I said that, because I have those rights. You know, it's like these are people in the collective that have been persuaded into certain situations that they didn't even really wanted to agree on. Excuse me. My alarm went off. These are people that have been persuaded into situations that they didn't want to partake in, and they didn't want to agree to be in, but somehow, some way, they were persuaded into these situations, circumstances. And these are our collectives that have been silent, keeping to themselves. I would like to keep to myself, thank you very much, and no, I don't want to partake in y'all activities, social gatherings, social activities, whatever you guys talk about, whatever you guys gossip about, whatever it is that you like to do when you gather together, 111. No, thank you. Because perhaps you were that individual that they were talking about, have been separated from them. You've been keeping to yourself. You've been fighting for something in silence. There's a reason why you've been sitting with yourself for so long. Some people haven't seen you in a long time. There's a reason why you have been sitting with yourself, because you have been fighting something in silence. And I keep getting, you didn't have and you don't have to partake in any group activities or any group sessions that you knew, collective, this fishy, sketchy energy that was lingering around, and you needed to pull back. You needed to just save yourself. I know my rights. You can't persuade me into thinking that I don't have any. These are the people in our collective right now. I know my rights. You can't persuade me into thinking that I don't have rights. And you didn't want me to know that I have rights. Collective says, I say, we say. And so we've been in silence, in deep introspection, because I know my rights, you know your rights. I know my rights, 333. Strength, bottom of the deck. I never needed validation. That even if there were people around you, this group of people or whomever it is approaching you, collective, I never needed your validation. Because I know my rights, I know where I am with myself. I never needed your validation. But somehow, every single time somebody comes around you, they feel the need to come to you and try to humble you somehow. Make you feel different, 444, about yourself. But you're going, no, I know my rights. And I never needed your validation. I'm following the rhythm here. I'm channeling. Your validation was not needed. In fact, you come to me because you need me to validate your bullshit. Seven of Swords in the cut. You needed me. You literally needed me to be around you. It's like checking you without checking you, but you're making it seem like, it's like these people making it seem like you needed them to check you, collective. Looking at you like you don't know your rights. Looking at you like you don't know where you are with your mind. That you may look like you don't know where you are with your mind, but that's only because you're paying close attention to the people you're around. And every single time you come around these people, you pay close attention, and even at times you don't even have the pleasure in doing so, but you know you have to keep vigilant. Because if they're careless about themselves, they're going to be careless with you and not take good care of you. And then you being the reason for their own plotting. You see, I'm getting that you in fact never needed their validation. You never needed them for specific things. No, you never needed them, but they wanted you to need them for those things. They never needed you. You never needed them to validate anything. But it's like they were pushing it to a point where they wanted you to need them so they can prove something. But what is being proven is what is true and what is correct and what is valid. What is being proven now, that while you have been keeping to yourself privately and have been silenced or silencing by choice, keeping to yourself, and protecting whatever it is that you're protecting, it has been and it is being proven that wherever you have been, collective is actually valid and correct. Pulling on you, your heartstrings, pulling on your energy, whatever it is that they can try and reel in for themselves, to try to prove something, and then using you as a bait, using you as something to grab onto, and then saying, eventually using you as a weapon, and then eventually saying, see, it's the collective. It's the collective's fault. That was the only reason why they wanted to keep you around. So they can use you as a bait. You see, it's the collective. It's not me. It's not me. And collective, you've been in deep reflection, thinking to yourself, I know my rights. What you talking about? What you mean? Upright, reverse. Upright, reverse. What are you talking about? I know my rights. You have been, I'm following the rhythm. My throat is all of a sudden scratchy. Okay. Like fiery, like fire. Dry almost. You see, it's because when one awakens from their own demise, when one awakens from their own demise, one has a tendency to, it's like projectile. Well, he did this and she did that. It's like you can't help but to blame because you can't fathom that you've been doing wrong this whole time and you did wrong to somebody. It's like one cannot even fathom that they had deceived somebody. So when one awakens to their own demise, they can't help but to projectile. But what I'm talking about here, collective, is what is being proven here is correct. What is being proven here is someone actually did deceive another, and what is being proven here is somebody was in their truth the whole time while the other was trying to ruin that truth. It's like somebody better get their story straightened up before something else happens to them. I keep going back to the Seven of Swords, and it's like what one is waking up to is their own self-deception, that energy again. And the person that was wronged you see, because this person, it's like tower moments after tower moments, okay? And these tower moments is simply the I, me. It's me. Instead of accepting the fact that it's me, I did it wrong, somebody's blaming it. Somebody is projectile. No, it's them. They did this and they did that. No, it's that person's fault, and it's this person's fault that this is happening to me. No, it's self-deception, Seven of Swords. And somebody was wronged. Somebody just cannot fathom one's own deception. You see, the person they wronged, to our collective, the people that have been persuaded, the people that have been deceived, the people that have been manipulated and have been controlled for who knows how long, and I'm getting like years. You see, you're in this phase in your life, collective, where you feel fucking liberated. There's so much freedom. You feel like you just took off a load off your back that was never supposed to be there in the first place. And what's coming out of that is the person that did you wrong, or the person that had all kinds of intentions. They thought they could play it all. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, and as you have been. That part they cannot accept. And so it's like they have to come to you, collective, and make you feel some type of way to try to shake you from what you've been healing from. Perhaps one needs to be in union with themselves to understand that it's coming from inside of them and not from you, collective. It's an internal battle. It is not something that you can do for them after they just destroyed you. It's self-deception. Seven of Swords. Back to the Seven of Swords. It is that I need to forgive. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I have resented myself. I have been blocking myself. I have been deceiving myself. Now it's that person's turn to accept the fact that they have been deceiving. It's not that they have to come to you, collective. To try to prove something to you. Well, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. No, sit with yourself and tell yourself that. Forgive yourself. Okay, I'm following the rhythm here. Forgive yourself. Sit with yourself. Because there's a lot of blaming here. No. That's what I'm getting here is like, no. I know my rights. I know where I've been with myself. Strength. You see, there is, in fact, a lot of strength that comes with having a lot of gratitude. Collective, that's what you're saying. No, I think I know my rights and I know where I have been with myself, and I'm pretty dang sure that, you know, I've been standing in my truth. And there is, in fact, a lot of strength that comes with having a lot of gratitude in self and freedom. Free from wicked schemes. Free from malice and people's intentions towards me, collective says. And there is, in fact, a lot of strength gained from having a lot of peace. You see, don't come to me. I'm channeling here. Don't come to me to try to prove to me your envy that you have towards me. You are guilty. Because you have been holding on to envy all the while I have been taking the action of freeing myself. And all the while you have been freeing yourself, collective, somebody's been holding on to that envy, and now that envy is exuding, leaking, and exposing itself. Oh, but they want to come to you, collective, and going, well, I didn't ask for this. I didn't either, but why are you coming to me with it when it's you who needs to sit with it? I did not put that envy in you, collective said. That came from inside of you. Self-deception. Don't come to me with your envy if you think that I put that there. No. I presented myself to you, and then when I presented myself to you, that envy just started leaking out of you. And now that it's been exposed to many people and people are watching you holding that envy, now you want to blame me for the envy that you carry inside of you? justice has been served. And the reason why I have been delayed is because of your envy. Eight of Wands in reverse. Well, I can't believe that. Well, she this and she that and he this and he that. Well, they can't even do and they can't even try. And I feel like a lot of the envy is talking out of somebody. Like they're just like, their envy is leaking. Like it's literally leaking. Like they've been holding on to this and it's been festering inside of them, and they don't even know that it has been festering inside of them. And now this envy is just leaking out of somebody, and it's just, now they're just talking envy. Now it's just showing to people that they're just, this is literally the reason why somebody has been in suffer. That to those who have been preserving, basking in the presence of the Lord, in trust of the Lord. God, save me from these wicked people. God, save me from all of this malice, Lord. That was the reason why collective needed to step back. By choice, I'm going to keep myself silent. By choice, I'm going to make a decision to keep myself in private, to save myself and protect myself, because nobody is protecting me. So I need to protect myself. So Lord, please save me from all of this wickedness. Because God knows I have been the victim and the bait and the target. So I'm going to keep to myself in private and know that I'm safe here wherever I place myself in, basking in the presence of the Lord. That's where I am safe, collective says. Because somebody can't control whatever it is that's inside of them that's festering. And they're coming to me with, blaming me for the envy they carry. It is one's strength they are triggered by. You see, when you have surrendered to the Lord completely, and you just keep on keeping on that path, just watch how many people start dissipating around you. It's a protection of you and your fruitfulness, collective. I have come to know who I am in the Lord. I have come to know who the fuck I am. And you try to steal that. With the intention that you have coming towards me and thinking that I don't have rights. That I never did have rights because of what I look like, my age, my gender, the color of my skin, how big and thin and thick my hair is, the color of my eyes, my length, my stature, how many toes I have, how many fingers I have, did I lose a leg or two, depending if I smile or not. depending if I did my makeup today or not, if I did my hair today or not, depending on what my wardrobe looks like for today, what my look looks like for today. It depends. But you get to make that decision that if I am not what you want me to be, here comes one's intention. Here comes one's plotting. If I am not what you want me to be in the moment, and I'm not being what you want me to be in the moment, I'm gonna do something about it. But then the Lord steps in and he's like, no, you're not. I will do something to you, and you leave my child be. Perhaps that gives one balance, or it gives the appropriate balance for the two of you. It's like God says, you didn't make that decision. I'm not telling you to make a decision, and I'm not also telling my child to make a decision. I make the decision because I'm the judge. The Lord says, I make the decision, and you don't tell my child to do what you want them to do. I know my rights, collective says. This is why I've been in private. This is why I've been preserving myself. This is why I've been immersing myself in peace, because I know my rights. That if I didn't use my discernment and I didn't use my awareness, how many people would try to reel me into their own little wicked schemes, devilish acts that collective does not want to partake in at all. But I'm being persuaded to partake in it, to agree with you guys. You want me, collective says, you want me to agree to your wrongdoings? You want me to partake in your little group chat and your little group sessions that you guys have every fucking week or whatever it is? You guys gather around and you share loving kindness to one another, but you fucking talk shit as soon as you leave each other's presence. You want me to partake in that? And you want me to partake in your little gossips? And you call yourselves community? I'm following the rhythm here. Y'all are just sucking each other's toxicity, and you want me to partake in that? And you come after me to want me to bring me and drag me into your group little thingy-mabobbers, and you want me to partake in that. And the collective says, I know my rights and I know who the fuck I am. You can't make me do anything. When I'm using my discernment, you can't make me do anything that the Lord is not telling me to do. If the Lord is not commanding me to do it and the Lord is not telling me to do it, I'm not going to do it. And you can't make me do it. But you're over here approaching me and trying to make me agree with you. I'd rather be alone in the presence of the Lord than be around those who's just going to deceive you, because they're deceiving each other. You see, it's like it's like they're bothered because you're unbothered. They're bothered because you don't want to partake in the games and the activities. Because in not partaking in the activities, it means that you know your rights. And you know your truth. And because you look like that, we're going to destroy you. We are going to come after you and destroy you. and we're going to delay whatever it is that you're going after. But the Lord says, no, you're not. Actually, the Lord has been saying, no, you're not. And then so much more pressure is being put on them by trying to come after you, collective. I'm going to stop here. I'll see you guys in the next.